Today, we will determine whether your anxiety is caused by internal or external stimuli. I'll ask you 3 questions that will help determine which one is causing your anxiety. Then I will give you practical steps that you can implement for both internal or external stimuli. This is a battle between your gut microbiome and physiology versus external stressors like being chased by a lion or a shark. And I have a very special announcement at the end, so make sure you stay around for that. And now let's delve into the intricate interplay between the internal and external sources of anxiety together. So, question 1. Have you had anxiety on and off throughout your life? Or did one specific event trigger it? If it has been on and off throughout your life, then this is a sign that your anxiety could be coming from within. If there is a specific event that triggered it, then your anxiety could be caused by an external stimuli. So, question number 2. Can you identify the specific trigger that causes it? So, if you answered no, or if you're only partially aware of your triggers, then well, picture this. You're at home in a peaceful setting with no apparent threats, and all of a sudden you get overwhelmed by anxiety. Or imagine driving home from work on an ordinary day only to be engulfed by anxiety. If the root cause of your anxiety episodes remain a mystery, then this serves as the second indication that your anxiety may originate internally. So, question number 3. Have you ever tried anti-anxiety medications? And have they worked? If you have tried anti-anxiety medications and they haven't worked, then that is very indicative that this is a nutrient deficiency or increased toxin exposure and not a mental condition. So if you think your anxiety is caused only by external triggers, then here are 4 steps to help you. But if you think your anxiety is coming from within, then skip forward to this point in the video and I'll speak to you about your 4 steps there. Okay, so the 4 tips for the external anxiety is identify and avoid the triggers. So you need to track the triggers and start by keeping a journal to identify specific situations, people, or places that consistently trigger your anxiety. Once you know what your triggers are, you can try to avoid them when possible. So you can start with exposure therapy. So with professional guidance, exposure therapy can help you gradually confront and desensitize yourself to your triggers in a safe and controlled environment. You can also try relaxation techniques. So practice relaxation techniques like deep breathing, mindfulness, meditation, or progressive muscle relaxation to manage anxiety when you can't avoid a trigger. So CBT can help you identify and challenge negative thought patterns that contribute to anxiety during triggering situations. So you could also have other relaxation techniques, like have portable music that you can listen to calm you down, or a stress ball handy to use in triggering situations. If you want a further in-depth guide, check out my previous video on managing anxiety attacks. So the 3rd tip is to build resilience. So a healthy lifestyle, regular exercise, healthy eating and sufficient sleep are crucial for overall health, and they can improve your ability to manage anxiety. So another is social support. So surround yourself with supportive and understanding people who can offer encouragement and help you manage stressful situations. And learn and practice stress management techniques like time management or saying no to overwhelming demands and setting healthy boundaries. These will all help. And number 4 is to seek professional help. So a therapist can provide personalised guidance, support, and teach you coping mechanisms tailored to your specific needs and triggers. Okay, so if you skipped forward to this point, welcome back. And if your anxiety is internal, then stick around to the end, as I have a special announcement for you specifically. So if you answer those 3 questions and you think your anxiety is coming from within, here are some practical steps to help you eliminate your anxiety. And I will tell you now, you're in luck, because I am an expert in this field now. So when I had anxiety, I was fed up with anxiety attacks. One of the worst symptoms for me was tingling sensations in my head, and I was just feeling absolutely exhausted at the end of the day. And when I went to the doctors, the doctors and therapists, they were useless. So I was fed up with them. So over the last 5 years, I spent thousands of hours researching. I researched every single day, which enabled me to get rid of my anxiety completely, for good, altogether. This also allowed me to help fix my friends' mental health too. And I look back on that time now and realise how long I actually spent researching everything. But it definitely wasn't a waste of time, because I still remember how awful I felt every single day when I had it, and I'm so happy to have managed to eliminate it. Okay, so let's get into some of these tips that I've amassed over the years. So first is anxiety and stress reduction techniques. So this helped me when I first started off, because it helped minimize the symptoms basically. So this wasn't getting to the root cause of the anxiety, but it really helped me in managing my symptoms and reducing how strong they were. So it was really effective. So the first one is the psychological sigh. So I learned this one from Andrew Huberman. So think of it as a deliberate reset button for your nervous system, but by taking a large inhale followed by a second inhale like this. So this activates the parasympathetic nervous system, your body's reset and digest mode. This counteracts the fight or flight response triggered by anxiety. So the prolonged exhalation triggers relaxation signals in the brain, calming your overall state. It's simple, accessible, and can be done anywhere, making it a handy tool for managing anxiety on the go. So if you're at work and you're in work, you can do it and no one would even notice. So second is the diver's reflex. This is another great anxiety reduction technique. So if the breathing doesn't work, this built-in survival mechanism isn't just for divers. So and it's triggered by basically cold water. So your heart rate will slow down, your blood vessels constrict, and breathing temporarily slows, mimicking the physiological changes that occur during diving. So this shift calms your nervous system and often offers a temporary respite from anxiety symptoms like racing thoughts and physical tension. So to do this, you take a breath and you splash cold water on your face, and then that activates diver's reflex. I normally did it for 30 minutes. And I normally tried to breathe in, and if that didn't work, I would move on to this, because this definitely got rid of it. So the last anxiety reduction technique is getting outside in nature. Nature is a natural anxiety soother. So sunlight exposure increases serotonin production and mood boosting neurotransmitters that help combat stress and promote well-being. So deep breathing in fresh air activates the parasympathetic nervous system, similar to the psychological sigh, promoting relaxation and counteracting anxiety's fight or flight effects. So nature's sights and sounds provide sensory immersion, distracting from negative thoughts and anxieties, while promoting mindfulness and present moment awareness. So these techniques work because they address anxiety at its physiological root, calming the nervous system and interrupting the anxious response cycle. So the next step is your diet and supplements. Stop eating ultra-processed food. It's not food. It is destroying your gut microbiome. And here's an excerpt from one of my favourite people on Instagram.
Half enough, half shit, and half shit. Guys, wake the fuck up. Bake your own bread or get your bread from the fucking bakery. This is not fucking food. Look at the fucking ingredients. Bread's supposed to have 4 ingredients in it: water, salt, yeast, flour. This is fucking shit. Wake up.
So yeah, eat organic food. If your food did not exist before the 1900s, then you shouldn't be eating it. It's not food and it's slowly killing you. Don't eat seed oils, don't eat stuff high in sugar. Make sure you check the labels and just cut it out. And make sure to wash your food properly, or you'll be ingesting tons of pesticides and insecticides. Which leads me on to my next step, which is you need to reduce your toxin exposure. So in today's day and age, we are surrounded by toxins everywhere. You just can't get away from them. So car fumes, your water, your food. I could speak about this for hours, but a simple water filter would go a long way in reducing toxins, like toxic hair products, shower gels, laundry detergent, dishwasher tablets. The list goes on, and even EMFs are very harmful for your health. So remember to switch off your Wi-Fi at night, or or that thing will just be hitting you all night. Like, it's so bad for you. So the next step is cold exposure. So this counteracts the fight or flight mode associated with anxiety. So this shift in nervous system activity leads to physiological changes like slowered heart rate and reduced breathing, like promoting relaxation. So the body releases endorphins, which are natural mood boosters, in response to cold exposure. These endorphins contribute to feelings of euphoria and well-being, ultimately reducing anxiety symptoms. So regular cold exposure can help build stress resilience, making you better equipped to manage anxiety triggers and stressful situations. So if this video has made you realise that your anxiety is coming from within, then I have an amazing opportunity for you. So I'm starting a course that is specifically tailored for you, and it will help you eliminate anxiety completely for your life like it did me. So I'll start helping people with anxiety go from frequent panic attacks, chronic worrying and physical discomfort to achieving full control over or completely eradicating anxiety from their lives, like enabling them to experience calmness, relief and regain control over their lives once again. Like, that's my mission statement, and that's what I'm wanting to do. And I have first-hand experience of this as I went through it myself for 2 years straight and nothing worked. And then I finally found the answers, and I was able to give my body exactly what it needed. And now I feel so relaxed, and I want to help others do the same. And this course will guide you step by step until you have fully eliminated anxiety from your life. But this course is specifically designed for people with internal issues and not external. So if that does sound like you and you want to eliminate anxiety once and for all, like, click on the link in the description and it'll take you to my page where you can find out like more information about this opportunity. So thanks for watching and relax.